Okay, real talk. What if I told you that right now, sitting in the Roblox catalog, there's a limited item you can grab for basically pocket change? We're talking roughly $1, less than a McDonald's coffee, less than that weird gas station energy drink you bought last week and immediately regretted. And this thing, it could actually be worth something someday. But here's the crazy part. This exact scenario has played out before, multiple times. Players ignored cheap items, scrolled right past them, thought, it's just some random accessory. Fast forward a few years, those same items are selling for thousands, tens of thousands. We're talking real money, people. The kind of money that makes your parents suddenly interested in understanding what Roblox actually is. So stick around, because today we're diving deep into one specific item you absolutely need to consider grabbing. The economics of why virtual items explode in value, and some absolutely wild stories from Roblox collectors who turned pennies into fortunes. This isn't financial advice, obviously, but it might just be the smartest dollar you ever spend. Let's talk about how Roblox trading actually works, because understanding this is crucial. See, Roblox has this fascinating parallel economy happening. There are regular catalog items anyone can buy anytime. Then there are limited items. These are the crown jewels. Once they go off sale, the only way to get them is through player-to-player trading. Supply becomes fixed. Demand keeps growing as Roblox adds millions of new users every year. Basic economics takes over from there. Now here's where it gets interesting. Not every limited starts expensive. Some of the most valuable items in Roblox history were originally given away for free or sold for next to nothing. The Dominus Imperius? First Dominus ever released back in 2010. Originally 13,337 Robux. Sounds like a lot, right? In June 2022, a single copy sold for 69 million Robux. That's roughly $690,000 in real money. For a virtual hood. Let that sink in for a second. The Dominus Frigidus holds the record for largest limited purchase ever. December 2022, a player named Mr. Bean Guy dropped 200 million Robux on one. 200 million. That's about $700,000 for one item. These aren't just accessories anymore. They're legitimate investments, digital real estate, status symbols that rival actual luxury goods. But those items are out of reach for most players. What about us normal folks? That's exactly why I want to introduce you to today's featured item, the Sugar Shades. These sweet pastel sunglasses were released September 3rd, 2019, celebrating Roblox's 13th birthday. Here's the kicker. They were completely free. Anyone could grab them during that 2-week window. Nearly 3 million players did exactly that, snagging 2,903,587 copies before they went off sale. For years, they just sat there in inventories, forgotten. Then Black Friday 2022 happened. Roblox converted them to limited status. Suddenly, that free birthday giveaway became a tradable asset. Currently, you can pick up Sugar Shades for around 200 Robux. That's approximately $1. The recent average price hovers around 211 Robux. Over 1 million copies still exist in circulation, with about 1.1 million available for trading. Some might look at those numbers and think, too common, not worth it. But hold up, let me explain why that logic might be completely backwards. Remember what I said about deleted copies? When someone's account gets terminated, their items vanish forever. Out of those original 2.9 million Sugar Shades, 1.7 million copies have already been deleted. Gone. Poof. Never coming back. That's over half the original supply wiped out in just a few years. And Roblox isn't getting smaller. Those terminations keep happening. Every month, every week, that available supply shrinks a little more. Here's the thing about Roblox collectors. They're obsessive. In the best possible way. These are people who track price graphs like day traders watching stock tickers. They analyze demand ratings, study historical patterns, hunt for undervalued items before anyone else catches on. The smart ones look at items with massive owner counts and think, that's potential. Because when only 1% of owners decide they want to sell, you've still got over 10,000 copies flooding the market. But when that number drops, when scarcity actually kicks in, values climb. The Sugar Shades have something else going for them too, nostalgia. They represent Roblox's 13th birthday, a milestone moment in platform history. As years pass, that historical significance only grows. New players join who missed the original giveaway. They can't get this item for free anymore. They have to trade for it. And what happens when demand meets limited supply? Let me tell you about some legendary collector stories that prove this pattern repeats. Back in 2010, the Memento Mori skull hat sold for around $12.50. Just a creepy Halloween accessory. Today, it trades for approximately $12.5 million Robux. That's a return that would make Wall Street investors weep with jealousy. The eccentric shop teacher hat was awarded to only 10 people back in 2010 for winning a building contest. Only 3 copies remain today. This thing is so rare it doesn't even appear in the catalog. There's no public record of it being bought or sold because everyone who has one refuses to part with it. The Crimson Thug Shades launched in 2015 with 40 copies at $625 each. Only 14 remain. Current value? Around $38,000. That's a 50 times return in under a decade. Tell me again how virtual items aren't real investments. Why does some items moon while others stay flat? 3 factors determine everything. First, scarcity. Fewer copies means higher prices. Second, historical relevance. Items tied to significant Roblox moments carry extra weight. Third, aesthetic appeal. People need to actually want to wear the thing. Sugar Shades check all 3 boxes. Decreasing supply through deleted accounts. 13th birthday celebration status. And honestly, they look pretty cool. Oversized pastel sunglasses that pop against most avatar designs. Now, I know what you're thinking. But there's over 1 million of these things. How can it ever be rare? Fair question. Here's my answer. You're thinking short term. Roblox isn't going anywhere. This platform has 70 million daily active users and keeps growing. In 5 years, 10 years, those million copies could easily become 500,000, then 200,000, then 50,000. Eventually, who knows? But the trajectory only goes one direction. Compare that to items with tiny original supplies. Yes, Dominus items with 26 copies will always be worth more, but those are completely inaccessible to regular players. The opportunity with Sugar Shades is that regular people can actually participate. You don't need to be a millionaire. You need $1, maybe $2 if you want to grab a couple pairs. The Black Friday conversion is worth examining closer too. When off-sale items suddenly go limited, it shocks the market. Traders call it going limited. The Sinister S Pumpkin went limited in May 2022 after being off sale since 2010. It immediately started selling for 70,000 to 150,000 Robux, an item that originally cost almost nothing. Poisoned Horns of the Toxic Wasteland went limited around the same time. Instant value spike to 250,000 to 350,000 Robux. This pattern keeps repeating because Roblox keeps converting items and demand consistently outpaces supply. So what's the actual play here? Simple. Buy the Sugar Shades, hold them, forget about them for a while. Maybe set a reminder to check back in a year or two. Watch what happens to the supply numbers. Track how many more copies get deleted as accounts disappear. See if demand picks up during future Roblox birthday events. Then make your decision about whether to keep holding or take profits. Is this a guaranteed moonshot? Absolutely not. Nothing in trading ever is. The item could stay relatively flat for years. Demand might never materialize the way some items experience. But the risk-reward calculation here seems pretty favorable. Your downside is $1. Your upside? Well, if history teaches us anything, it could be substantially more. For American players especially, there's something oddly satisfying about this. We love an underdog story. We love finding value where others see nothing. There's a whole cottage industry of people who flip garage sale finds into fortune on eBay. This is basically the Roblox equivalent. Digital thrift shopping with actual potential upside. One more thing before you rush to grab yours. Make sure you have Roblox Premium if you want to trade limited items. That's the catch. Without premium, you can own limiteds but can't sell or trade them. So factor that subscription cost into your calculations. But if you're already a premium member, this becomes an absolute no-brainer purchase. The Sugar Shades represent everything fascinating about the Roblox economy. Free birthday item turned tradable asset. Massive initial supply being slowly whittled down by time. Historical significance that grows with each passing year. Accessibility that lets anyone participate. And a price point so low that the opportunity cost of skipping it is basically nothing. So yeah, just buy the Sugar Shades. Do it for the memes. Do it for the potential profit. Do it because future you might look back at this moment and smile, remembering when you grabbed that item for $1 before it popped off. Or do it because you genuinely think pastel oversized sunglasses look fire on your avatar. Whatever your reason, the Sugar Shades are waiting. The only question is whether you'll actually grab them. Your move, traders.